Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did a customized Lego table for super cheap. My daughter is 6 years old and she has been super into Legos lately. So looked into buying a table and it was kind of pricey. So I'm going to show you what I did and I'm going to show you the whole process. So I went to IKEA and I got this table. It's called LAC. This is a coffee table. Let me show you this here. This table was $30 if you need some info on it. So this table was only $30. Oh, there you go. The wind is showing you the directions. So that was super cheap. Now let me show you what else I'm doing. So I got my daughter's favorite color spray paint, just one can. That's all I could afford. But I just got one can. I ended up getting the satin. This is the Rust-Oleum. Assuming you'll probably use other ones, but I just ended up picking this one. This is the Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. And here is my work in progress. Now, if you are going to spray paint the top, you're probably going to need more than one can. But I just used one can and I'm like, I have to make it work. So the reason that I didn't do the top is because I am putting those, the Lego little mats that you can buy, I'm putting those and gluing those on the top. So you'll see that shortly. So of course it got a little bit on there. It doesn't matter because it's going to be covered. But as you can see, basically the legs, the bottom shelf, the sides, really anywhere you can see is this favorite color of hers. They have tons of colors in this type of spray paint. So you can see I did that. Again, the top is just how it came in this like light wood color. So I did that. I did all the coats. I did it. This sprayed this table about 2-ish, 3 times, I want to say. I let it dry mostly. So I mean, it's not a professional, not a perfect job. It's for my 6-year-old and she's going to love it. Okay, so that is so hot out here right now. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. Also, I just measured this. This is 35 inches across and the width is about 21.5 inches. Okay, so they have 15-inch by 15-inch mats at the store I went to, and then they have 10-inch by 10-inch. So I got 6 of the 10-inch by 10-inch mats. That's what's going to obviously fit best, and I won't have to cut anything because knowing my luck, I'll cut it and it will crack or break or something. So I don't even want to have to deal with that. So like I said, I got the 6 10-inch by 10-inch mats. We already have one, so I got 5 here. And I'm like, what colors do I get? Because at the store there was blue, white, and green. So you know, green is the grass. You can really put anything on the grass, right? So there's the grass. And I don't know if she has one that kind of goes on snow, you see? I'm like, you know what? She's gonna probably eventually get one anyways. So we got a white one and then a blue one for water. So that is what I ended up getting. Okay, so I just brought it in from outside. It's been several hours and it's dry now. So I'm deciding how to put it, and I think I'm going to put the 3 green up there, the blue, the green, then the white. Because of course you have to have the beach separated from the snow, so that's why there's this patch of grass. And you see under here, that's where the spray paint got on the table there and there. So that's why I'm putting it right up against the edge. And then we'll have a gap here and then here. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is they have these, I don't even know what you call them, but they're like this and they're like different thicknesses. I'm going to show you in the next clip. And you can just add those, I guess. Maybe we'll use those as roads. So I'm going to glue these down. I'm going to be using this glue. This is Gorilla super glue. And be right back and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I smashed them all together, and I don't know if I should keep them like this, or if I should separate them by the road. One piece is glued right here, and I ran out, so I'm about to go to the store. I attached them with the Legos here, so it was going to be straight. Alright, now I'm going to the store. Also guys, I ran out of super glue, so I'm getting this. It's the same stuff, super glue gel. It's just not the micro precise like you've seen in the first clip of this, but yeah, still the Gorilla Super Glue gel. Okay, so I'm here in the Lego section, and you see this is the Max toy block tape, and you can see they have different thicknesses. All the ones that I seen, the length was 6.5 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one, and we're going to make it work. Okay, I'm going to personalize her Lego table, and I think I'm going to end up getting these. They're only 88 cents. Okay guys, I'm showing you every step of the way. So I just took this out, and as you can tell, it's flimsy. And I was thinking of putting it in the middle, right? To be a road. But then I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. I have to put it on the edge, because let me show you. So this, let me get a good angle. This is slightly higher than this. You see how it's a little bit raised up from this? Let's see if you can tell better on this side. There you go. It's smack up against it. You can see how it's a little bit higher. So when you put the pieces on, it doesn't go down. You see? And then you just think, well, what if there's a build that requires, I don't know, the use of like a space, or the thing turns or whatever. So I don't want to mess that up. So what I'm going to do then is just put it on the side. Okay, you see that? So that way, this can kind of be an independent build, I guess is what she calls it, as opposed to this. It won't interfere. You know, I guess if she wants to have people walking along, whether you consider this a sidewalk or a road, and you can see it's just sticky tape to stick it on. So I'm going to do that there, and then a strip or two here. Okay, so look guys, that one roll was able to do this edge, and look, that's a pretty perfect fit. And then I was able to cut 2 rows here. There's going to be a little space here, but that's totally fine. I do recommend to make sure you put Lego pieces on so you can cut it perfectly, because it's easy for them to not line up, you see? So when you're peeling off the back, it's lined up and you're not going to have any issues. Alright, so I'm going to finish gluing these pieces on and sticking these. Oh, and look at the little piece I had left over. I don't know if I should just kind of put it here or what, but that's the piece I had left over. So I think that worked out pretty well. Okay guys, so you see that this it's like a solid piece, but you see how it has a little bit of give. I highly recommend, whenever you're doing this, right after you glue it down, put Lego pieces in between on all sides. You can see what I did, to make sure they line up, because mine was slightly off, so I am so glad I did this before the glue dried. Because as you know with Legos, if you're like the littlest bit off, it's not going to line up if you're trying to build, you know, over this. Now, of course, if you mess up and the glue dries and it doesn't match up, of course you can still build just on this piece, but you won't be able to attach the pieces like with the build. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, highly recommend to have those pieces ready for backup. And it's already dry. I mean, these aren't going anywhere. Okay. Hopefully I have enough glue. Oh, and the glue, okay, it's not forgiving. So whatever I had left in that first one, I was only able to do one mat. And so now I bought 2 of these glues that you see. 2. And I feel like I'm already running out. And I'm not smearing it or anything. I'm just putting dots. So let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, quickly before it dries, you can see how I just put random dots. It says make sure you put one at least every inch. So that's what I did. Okay. Fit. I mean, you gotta work quick because you don't want it to dry. Oh, see? Okay, the piece is on. I feel good. And then I'll put like a little extra piece. There we go. Okay, and then I just push it down. Okay, I have it all glued. It's all glued. Yeah. So I'm glad I'm doing this video as I'm actually doing it so I can tell you the little details and how you can make it better. But really the amount of glue that you use, if you use the one that I am using, it's really up to you. If you want to go kind of crazy with the glue, obviously you're going to need more. If you want to go more sparingly, you might need less. I have the 3 tubes like I said, and I mean it is salt, it's not moving. And you've seen what I did. I pretty much did that for every one. And it does seem like the glue, you know, if you just have it turned upside down for a while and then shake it, kind of get it up in there, I was able to get more out. It just doesn't seem like there's a lot in here. So yeah, please make sure you use these pieces because I just put this down and I was like, oh, it's not off. It was. But you see how it's lined up now. It still looks like it's a little bit off right there, doesn't it? Maybe that's just the camera angle. But these are on solid. You make sure they're pushed down. What is this? Oh, look it. You know what that is? I got a little piece of glue right here. And look, it took off the finish of the table. Good thing that's going to be covered up. Okay, I just put this down. It does cut very easy. So make sure when you're cutting, you know exactly where you want to cut. So, and look at this. You can attach the Legos, but the reason I didn't want to put it in the middle is because it is off. So you can see, look, see how the Lego is slightly downward? But I was able to manage to get it to go in so it's lined up. You see? But it's not perfect like how these are completely flat and matches up. These don't. But I guess if you really wanted to do that, you could. So I'm still glad that I did it on the side because you can see how it's angled. Okay. So now I'm going to do these 2 pieces. Okay, so I attached the first piece here. I was able to get this one to click in. You can see it's still slightly downward. But I'm not able to get this one to click in. You see how it's off? But again, I know that she's going to love it. She can build separately. Now, if you put one on here without trying to attach it to like the real mats, see if it's fine. It's just connecting the 2. They really should just make that slightly less thick. But we're working with what we have. Okay, this stuff is somewhat forgiving, so if it doesn't line up, you can kind of take it off, even though you already peeled the backing off. But I wouldn't do it more than once. because you want it to be able to stick, and it is sticking pretty good. I was able to line it up here and attach them. Look, you could see it's like off right here. Whatever, it is what it is. Okay guys, and the stickers that I got, you can see that I customized it. It's a little off here. I'm gonna redo that. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but you can customize that. So this is the finished product. I think it turned out really good for a lot cheaper and just putting in a little bit of time. I think it turned out really, really good. So I am about to show her and see what she thinks. Okay, so I just gave it to my little girl. She absolutely loved it. Do you love it? Yeah. Okay, so what my daughter just told me.
This is Emma.
Oh, okay. So the Lego Friends, right? She said sometimes they fit on this.
This is Olivia.
Oh, okay.
I got all 5 Lego Friends girls.
She said sometimes they fit on here and sometimes they don't for the Lego Friends. So there's classic Legos and Lego Friends. I don't really know everything about Legos, but I got her these. These are the classic Legos. And then these little girls, and then these are Lego Friends, right? And then these are the Lego, what do you call these again?
Lego, original Legos?
No, like this mat. I guess it's just called a mat. So the Lego mat, right? So the classic Legos seem to all fit onto the mat totally fine. But sometimes the Lego Friends things don't, but usually they do. You can see that she was able to stick all the characters right in and they fit. But this is a Legos Friends Wave Runner, you see? And this doesn't fit. You see how it's kind of recessed in? So of course that's not going to like stick down in. But she said that's totally fine because look, it's just floating in the water. That's why, because it's floating in the water. All in all, I am so glad that I did this for her. And look, she already has things on the road. She absolutely loves it. On a scale from 1 to 10, what do you rate this?
100.
100. There you go. So, she loves it, and I am going to add everything up, and I'll tell you in a moment how much everything cost me. Okay, and as you can see with the shelf underneath, she's able to store her Legos, so I'm so glad it has the shelf underneath. Okay guys, I just added everything up and it was about 94 bucks. So if you can make little changes as you want. So for pretty much under $100, you can make your own customized Lego table. I was looking up online how much they are, and I seen you can get a small one for about $100, but I wasn't able to find any in pink. And then of course I was able to put her name on it and just make it special. Like, it really meant a lot to her because I made it for her too. So I think for under $100, this is a really, really awesome idea. It's a good craft to do, and my daughter absolutely loves it. The stickers ended up coming out to be $2. The coffee table was $30. And I found out they're called Lego base plates. They were $8 each, so that came to $48. The glue was $10 and the spray paint was $4. So again, about $94. Under 100 bucks, you can make your own customized Lego table. So let me know in the comments if you actually end up doing this, if you changed anything, what you would add, just in case anybody else is searching. So thank you for watching. Please share the video.